Exciting news, everyone. If we manage to win against Crvena Zvezda today, or in fact get just 1 point, we will become the next Serbian champions, which, to be fair, everyone expected. We have so many points and we're just the best team by far. But I do have an issue. I don't know what to do for my intro. So with that in mind, and to pad out this episode a little bit, I wanted to show you this.
What the hell is that?
What do you think it is?
This is what I use to keep myself warm in winter times. This was a gift from my sister and it looks dumb, but I love it. It's so warm. Anyways, back to the video.
Alrighty then.
Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty and welcome to another FM24 episode with Partizan. Now, this is what happens when you have absolutely nothing to talk about because you have been dominant for the whole of the year. You start bringing in things like, this is what I'd use to keep warm. Yes, I have gone completely insane. To be fair, maybe I don't need it because according to this, it's meant to be wet and it's meant to be 13 degrees. So apparently, April is nice in terms of weather. Unfortunately, it's raining, which is not as nice, but you know, I live in England. This is actually summer weather. But as you remember in the last episode, we did actually play Crvena Zvezda, and in this episode we're playing again because none of the games here were very interesting, and Crvena Zvezda is so far the only team that is actually even competing with us, which says a lot because they're 19 points behind us, so, you know, fair. And the team after that is even more points behind us. That's 20... No, that's a lie. That's 33-point difference between us and Čukarički. That is shocking. That is not good performance at all for most of the teams. Hopefully they can do better once we start, you know, making money, improving Serbia as a nation, but wow, this is a huge difference. So yeah, and this is why we're playing Crvena Zvezda again. Like I said, this time if we manage to win or if we manage to draw, we actually get the title and we don't need to worry about the last few games. But anyways, let's not get too carried away. Let me tell you what happened in this few games. And there were some interesting things that happened, to be fair. So the first game back after the Crvena Zvezda game was a very interesting one, only for one person who's scoring. And this man is Darko Jevetic. You could be asking yourself, who Darko Jevetic is? And before I click on his name, I just want to show you what he did. So the man, on the 7th minute, proceeds to do something like this. So who's this man that clearly started his first game for the club in a halfback role, and I've never mentioned him before? Could it be someone we signed on a free and maybe, you know, we cheated a bit and changed some registration rules? I don't know, could we have made some random person up? So this person is Darko Jevetic. He's 15 years old. He is a very decent player that has come through our academy. He's one of the better players. Actually, no, he's the best player that has come through our academy this year. And he looks very good. He is amazing. And just like the trend with other players that we have, who was the last player? What was his name? Stankovic? No, not Stankovic. Hang on. Nikola Dorovic. Yes, that's his name. He's currently on loan at Radnički. But he did the same thing. In his first game for the club, this man with awful shooting scored from outside the box. And Darko Jevetic with even worse long shots has done exactly the same. What a way to introduce yourself to the new club, right? You smash a goal from outside the box in the 7th minute. I'm really excited about him because I think he's going to be an absolutely immense player. He's got amazing teamwork. Physicals are always trash. I don't know what our youth development guys are doing. They're not developing their physicals. But in terms of technicals and mentals, he's okay. In terms of other things, he's quite slow, which is fair enough. His physicals are bad. Apparently, he's not happy with training. I don't care. But in terms of good things, he's consistent. He fits in well. He improved considerably. He's obviously homegrown and apparently works well within a team. And also, he performs well in training, even though he hates training. That's professionalism. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. We managed to beat Yavor 3-0. Obviously, Jevetic on the score sheet. We had Mujinac on the score sheet and Samed Bazdar making an appearance once again. Very good stuff from the kid. Popovic getting an assist. Very good stuff. We are dominating the league. Obviously, Yavor is just not on our level. Let's just move on. After that, a nice double managed to put away Čukarički, even though they scored in the 7th minute. They were leading for a majority of the game. From the 52nd minute, however, we got an equalizer and then Popovic made us win, which is absolutely incredible. And finally, Čukarički did not lose like 6 or 7-0 to us, which is almost unheard of. Finally, the boys have remembered that they're one of the best scoring teams in the league and managed to put away Mladost 5-0 with a hat-trick from Milos Lukovic. So despite the fact that Saldania kicked us off with a penalty goal, it was Milos Lukovic with a hat-trick. 3 goals, guys, He's doing incredible. He summoned his inner Frank Lampard to contribute. The first goal was a little bit, poetry, which, Frank Lampard was known for, making runs into the box. This goal was not Milos Lukovic, but, it's also a player who's quite good. Stankovic makes a beautiful run from the right-hand side, manages to put the ball away, and he's showing to me that he's better than Amiri. But the other two goals were, in fact, by Lukovic, and both of them were, I don't want to say better than the other, but both of them showed why he's so good. Here was another beautiful example. He makes a beautiful run past Bazdar. Bazdar lets him off, shoots in the bottom, top right corner, really. And this one was an even better one if I get to see it. Beautiful interplay from the middle. Stankovic holds the ball off just for a little bit, manages to find Ilic, who finds Lukovic, takes a touch, left foot outside the box, top corner, and that was the game. Absolutely immense stuff. I mean, he is just an immense player. Like I said, he is being a Frank Lampard replacement. And I mean, looking at him, the only thing that he's missing to be that proper Frank Lampard replacement is the fact that his leadership is a bit meh and his stamina is a bit meh. But he got injured, so that kind of makes sense. A bit of an interesting game against Radnički because we managed to beat them 6-2. Lots of goals flying in, left, right, and center. A very entertaining game for everyone involved. But most importantly, I think this game was a very nice performance from Frank Canute, who's managed to show that, look, he does exist, and Lukovic can score 3. Yes, he can score 2, but he still gets on the score sheet. Nice little performance from him. I think he came off the bench as well when Lukovic got injured. There we go. So they kind of high-fived. He taught him what to do, and Canute managed to score a double. And also, first goal for Borza. Very good stuff. So in the next game, in the Serbian Cup quarterfinal, we managed to barely squeeze by Kulabara. Absolutely weird performances there. Luka Cvetanin, who I think used to play for us, unless I'm making things up. Yes, he did, about ages ago. Scored the first goal, and then it took us all the way up to the 70th minute when we started panicking to score another one. And then finally, Jean-Philippe Crasso, 93rd minute, we managed to win. But a very weird game, because as it happens in lots and lots of games, I think we become complacent. We concede one of the few shots we have on target, and it takes us 26 shots, 11 on target, and a 2.26 XG to score 2 goals, which is, not the most, what's the right word? Good. What's the word I'm looking for? Complacent, competent. Not the most efficient, maybe in front of a goal. Yeah, it's probably the best way to say it, but not a bad performance. The squad this was a proper big squad. Yeah, Samtrovic is probably the only person that's not first team ready, but at the same time, he should have been doing better, and he conceded 1 goal in the 2 shots that he had, which is not good. And finally, an easy win against Textilac, 3-0, Saldania, Popovic, and Basic on the score sheet. And finally, with that all out of the way, we're going to be on the telly. We're going to be playing Crvena Zvezda. We have some players out. Do they have some players out? They have 4 players injured. But don't worry, they have 63 players. Who are they going to play? But more importantly, who are we going to play to hopefully win the league today? So for today's game, we do have pretty much the full team ready. The only players we're missing is Canute and Lukovic. I guess they shared not only the ability to score goals, but the ability to get injured at the same time. But apart from that, the squad looks very much exactly what I want it to be, especially when we're taking on a huge team. So we're going to have Jovanovic in goal, which is absolutely usual. We're going to have Simic and Markovic in the back two. Borza is going to be on the left-hand side. Stamenic as the halfback. Stankovic on the right-hand side. Basic and Belic in the midfield. Bazdar up front. Popovic even further up front. And Saldania on the wing. And that is the squad. It's very exciting. I hope you're excited for today's game because we are ready to destroy Crvena Zvezda. Unfortunately, we're not playing at their stadium, but we're playing at ours. Which, it would have been nice to win the league at their stadium, but, I'll take it. Winning against your rivals at your own stadium, winning the damn league in front of their faces. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? But yeah, I guess this is who they're going to line up with. Is it going to be pretty much what we expect? It is, although Degenek is playing in the midfield role, which is absolutely interesting. But yeah, looking at the league, we're bossing. Yeah, even if we lose today's game, I don't think they're going to catch up to us. We're going to need to lose every single game, and they're going to need to win pretty much every single game in order to catch up with us. And that's probably not going to happen, but I'm really excited. I hope we do better than we did in the previous game, because I want more. I want to win on a high. I don't want to just win through a technicalities like, yeah, you drew 0-0, that's fine. I want to smash them. And hopefully that's what's going to happen. We are on the 7th minute. We are playing it out the back as well, as Borza makes a run down the left-hand side. Will he get the honorary number 47? I mean, maybe when Antic leaves, he will get the honorary 47 with those kind of shots, potentially. But to be fair, he hasn't scored many bangers like Antic did back in his day across 2 universes. So maybe he's not the club legend that he is, well, that he should be yet. But we're doing quite well. And Stankovic is going to roll the ball out. we have a corner as Basic is hopefully going to do something creative here. Markovic jumps up, does not get to it, but Popovic does. Can he put it back in? Basic chips it in. Stamenic jumps up, and Stamenic puts it away. Marko Stamenic, he celebrates. Look at him. He's so happy to score against his former club. He knows what the most important club in Serbia is, and that is in fact Partizan Belgrade. Jesus, I'm so bad. And that is painful. If you are a Crvena Zvezda fan, that is painful. He scored also facing them. So they got to see Stamenic coming in, doing very well in Europe, winning the league, most likely winning the cup as well. And he's done it in front of their fans. Can this be the only goal? Will this be the only goal? This will be interesting if it was 1-0 and he's the one that brought it. I don't know if he's won many things before, but could this be his first trophy? I do wonder, but we're going to find out together. As Simic finds Popovic, who makes a beautiful run, takes a beautiful volley, and Glazer makes a nice save. And I think for him, it's interesting. He needs to do his best because he has 8 other goalkeepers in his, I guess, on the bench just waiting for him to mess up. So Glazer, I think over the years has been, okay, he makes another beautiful save. He's working. This man's working for his money. So far, I'm very, very happy. We're having lots of chances and they're having none of them. Although last time we had something similar and we managed to barely scrape out a win. So we need to put our chances away. As the ball comes into Soldania, who knocks it down, finds Stankovic, who looks like he's going to curl it, but he finds Bazdar. And it is one of our own with his 12th goal of the season, which is weird considering the fact that he was nowhere near the first string of players. And yet he still managed to score 12 goals. Very good performance, Samed. Very, very impressive. 2-0 before halftime. It happened last time. And then we went down 2-1. So we need to be careful. But a nice little dink from Stankovic, who finds Samed Bazdar in lots of space. Glazer couldn't do anything. That's 2-0, guys. So it's 2-0 at halftime, and we need to be a little bit mindful because there's a small chance that Crvena Zvezda might come back. This happened last time. We were dominating them in the first half. Their manager said lots of nice positive things, and they went out and they wanted to win. So we need to be a bit careful. So with that in mind, I'm going to tell the boys that you've been good, but we can do better. And then tell them to keep going because we need to go. We need to score more goals. We need to try and do more things. Because first of all, Popovic is on a 6.5 rating, so he can obviously improve. Belic can also improve, but everyone else is doing okay. But we can't let them know that. They need to push on. Kangwa finds himself on the ball, and then he squanders it away to Saldania. We are on the breakaway, however, as Popovic is on the ball. Is he going to find Borza? He does. Basic is found as well. He can try and beat, I'm not sure who that is for pace. Spajic, who's their holding midfielder. Interesting. Popovic finds himself in lots of space. You need to pass it. What are you doing? He finds Bazdar, who shadows strikers his way into the goals. And that's a beautiful, patient play from Popovic. And if he would have messed it up, I would have been annoyed at his patience. But 3-0 on a day where we can win the title. Absolutely amazing performance, guys. But yeah, it was a bit weird. He was waiting for a run. No one was running in. Bazdar was the only one available. And yet, Dragovic lost track of his man. And look at this. I was going to say Popovic has managed to work himself into the 7.3 rating, which is absolutely incredible. So we need to continue on that front. Can we score more goals? I wonder what was the highest goal count we had against Crvena Zvezda. I'm not sure. Can we set that today? Popovic. Oh, beautiful interplay between Samed and Popovic. And a save from Glazer, who is literally working for his life. He knows what's going to happen if he plays a bad game because once he sits down on the bench, there's 8 goalkeepers he needs to go through before he's back on the pitch. Although I'm not sure that's how it works, but you know, maybe he doesn't know that. But yeah, that's crazy. How do they have 8 goalkeepers? I don't know, but this chance came to absolutely nothing. But yeah, with that in mind, we're winning 3-0. It's the 74th minute. It's time for some subs. There are some players that I do want to play, especially today. So I'm thinking of putting on, first of all, Dorda Stankovic instead of Belic. Just kind of a little bit, some legs in the midfield. Although, he has good pace, right? Yeah, he has good physicals. Very good. Natural fitness 17. Very good stuff. I'm going to put Darko Jevetic. I mean, it is a bit risky, but Stamenic needs to come off to an ovation from the Partizan boys. And what else am I going to do? Well, I'm probably going to put on Dusan Milovanovic as well, just to give some more running around for this guy, who is the Stanic replacement, hopefully with good pace and not very good strength. So not really a Stankovic replacement, but a good player nonetheless. And apart from that, I want to make one more sub, although let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I was going to say flash forward to us having a collapse because our youth players are panicking because, oh my god, we're playing Crvena Zvezda. This is so scary. But Stankovic has been there and done that. He may be 18, but he's played a lot of games. As Milovanovic, beautiful one too. Was that Samed Bazdar again? It was offside, to be fair, but He's making everything happen today. He's going to be man of the match. Yeah, and look at that. Yeah, he is at this rate. And I think with that in mind, it's time for the final 2 subs. Well, the first sub is going to be, I think, MrSpaceman, because the man has been injured forever. So I want him to remember how it is to play football. And I think maybe it's probably a good shout to take off Saldania and put on Sufanat Mojinata just to finally have some running around so we can maybe tire out Crvena Zvezda and just get more people on the pitch as we're running away, and time for us to lift the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trophy at our own home stadium against Crvena Zvezda. I wonder if their fans are looking. We're currently facing, we're facing their fans. The way this is set up, because the wall was here behind the goals, they will be able to see, oh my god, we're literally performing for the fans. This is awful. I would be really pissed off if my rival did this. But we are going to lift the title. Who is going to be the one lifting it? Of course, it has to be Markovic. He's managed to last the whole game. We're lifting yet another trophy. Does it technically count as 3 trophies? I think it kind of does. Very nice stuff. Look at this. We're all so happy. And a very nice performance as well. Not a 0-0 draw that I predicted. In fact, a 3-0 victory. Let's go, boys. Who's going to do the cartwheel? It is going to be... Absolutely no clue. Who has a beard on our team? I don't know. It could be one of pretty much any player on the team. And look at that. We were performing in front of their fans. That must hurt. And look at that. We retain the Serbian Super League. As if anyone had any other thoughts of what we're going to do. Yeah, we managed to do what is expected. Very good stuff. And we managed to do it on the day from a beautiful performance from a man who hasn't been getting much recognition this year. So please write in the comments that Samet Bazdar is in fact a legend. Thank you for staying at the club. Thank you for scoring 2 goals and getting an assist against Crvena Zvezda. He didn't get an assist. He almost got an assist. Yes, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, very good performance from him. We managed to win the Serbian Super League. Absolutely amazing. And better than that, we enter the Serbia Hall of Fame. And we extend the record of most league titles. We have 18 league titles, which is absolutely incredible. Hopefully we keep going. But yeah, in terms of the Hall of Fame, we are already 6th. Which is really nice. We managed to win 2 domestic divisions, 1 domestic cup, which should be 2. And where is... Wait. Where is my... Does it not... Why does it not... Why doesn't it... What? But we win... But we managed to win the Champions... What? The European Conference League. Does it not count? Why? Oh, man... That is tragic. Apparently it doesn't count. We would have been much higher than most of these managers because I don't think many of them have won any international stuff. I mean, maybe this guy, but I don't remember. Oh, that is tragic. That is actually tragic. Oh, and Dejan Stankovic moved from Fenerbahce to Bologna. How interesting. Anyways, we're not here for that. Where are we going to see you guys next? Well, I mean... I don't know, do I want to see you for the Beograd game? Because that's pretty much guaranteed to win unless I mess it up. So if I mess it up, the last game is going to be probably against Vojvodina or Železničar. And if I don't mess it up, the last game will be the game in the cup final again. Hopefully. I'm going to play my full squad. I'm actually really, really worried that I'm not. But just the way that is, we didn't have the hardest teams. And I think it's going to be between Železničar and Napredak. So I think the cup is in the bag. We shouldn't mess it up from there. But anyways, I hope you're excited for this episode. Write in the comments that Samet Bazdar is in fact a legend. Thank you for staying and doing a great job for us. And I will see you guys hopefully in the cup final and the end of season review, where we will catch up on all the amazing things that have happened or a very nice run of form, especially in the Champions League, how we managed to get further than expected. And maybe we'll think about what we're going to do in Europe next year if we are to win the Europa League. Yeah, we need to think about that. Anyways, I hope you had a fantastic day and I'll see you in that episode. Bye, guys.